Okay, good afternoon class. Today we're going to do such an interesting activity to start our lesson, which is a bingo game. All of you know what is a bingo. A bingo is going to be functioning with this card that I have here, in which you're going to have 4 words. And they are random words that I have, and I will give it to you. And meanwhile, we are reading the words. I'm going to read a definition of some of those words, and if you have that word that I'm mentioning the definition, you have to tick it or put a cross. The first of you that have this bingo completed have to raise your hand, and we're going to revise, and you're going to win a prize if you are the one who got it. Okay. The first one is the first definition. Goods or products that are being transported. The second one, officials who collect tax on imported goods. The third one is going to be to send or transport by land, sea, or air. The other one is going to be a huge box that holds goods for transport. These are the typical ones that we can see in the ships that are big ones, are really used now, recycled by people making houses. You know what I get? A container, clearly. The next one is a list sent with goods that show that they have been checked. Another one is someone who represents a ship or ships to a port. Okay, there is a person. Can you come here, please? And then the student is going to come here, and he's going to read the answers that he had, and I'm going to check if he have the correct ones. And if he had those ones correct, I'm going to say to him, "You're right," and your prize is that you will learn more vocabulary for today. After that, I'm going to invite them to do an activity in the book, but it is a vocabulary activity. Okay. Now we're going to start our lesson doing today such an interesting activity, which is included with the words that were included in the previous exercise, are going to be used in our next activity. Okay? Now, you're going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, because sometimes the classes are not with the numbers that we require for work, but those two are going to work together. Now our task is going to be about trade. Do you know what is trade? And then a student can answer, or if anyone knows, I'm going to say to them that trade is a process of exporting goods from one place to another. In Chile, we are a country that is really involved into global trade. Global trade. Global trade is all this movement of goods in these big containers in the ships that goes from one port to another in order to exchange goods. Our country, as you all know, exports copper, exports cheese in the south of cow cheese, and here we have the goat cheese. And also we export lithium, we export grapes, we export many products in Chile. And also we bring other products that Chile requires from China, for example, technology from Japan, cars from Europe or United States, and many products. So trade is this process of making things move from one place to another to sell it. But today's activity is going to be related to trade, and you're going to be local entrepreneurs. You know what is an entrepreneur? Entrepreneur is a person who has a product that is going to be exported to another country. We're going to imagine that I am a Chinese person who requires to buy grapes from Chile, because in China there is no grapes and they really love grapes. And that person is going to call me, "Hey Felipe, do you have grapes to sell me?" And I will, if I have grapes, if it's my job, I will say to him, "Yes, I have 3 types of grapes. I have green grapes, I have red grapes, and I have raisins, which is also grape but dried." "Ah, very good, Felipe. I need to buy 100 kilograms of green grapes, 1 ton of red grapes, and 1 container full of raisins, because we in China really love raisins. How much is the price?" And then I'm going to answer him. "Mr. Wong, the red grapes cost $1 per kilogram. The green grapes cost $2 per kilogram. And the raisins, as they have a more detailed process, they cost $3 per kilogram." And then the Chinese is going to say, "Ah, very good. Can we make a deal if I buy much more?" And I will say to him, "Yes, but you have to buy a minimum of 1 ton of each product to make you a deal of $0.5 less, or then you decide how much you're going to deal." And then finally, we close the trade with the person, and the person is going to say, "Okay, I will buy this and this and this." And the person is going to say, "Yes, we are going to ship that product to you to the Shanghai port, because there we have our declaration of taxes." Declaration, remember that it was in the previous exercise? Declaration of taxes, and I'm going to send it to you in containers to the Shanghai port. "Okay, thanks, very good." You see, it's very easy to have a call with a person who is from another country. Now we're going to imagine that all of you are entrepreneurs, except one of your group, because that is going to be the Chinese person, who is going to call you both to improve the relationship in economics. Okay, we're going to start working in that. You have to create a dialogue in which you're going to interact with 3. I'm going to revise this out loud here, but as you all have phones, you can record what you're going to say. Okay? And then during this period, the students are going to be working on tasks, and the teacher is going to go and check if each student is working, if they understand the activity, or if there is something that is required, like vocabulary or if it's the grammar, but they're going to be working on that. I'm not going to explain any further. That's the explanation, and that's modeled. They are going to be working on their reports, and when they finish, I'm going to give them 20 minutes to work on that. I'm going to ask some of the groups to come here to present their work. Although I'm going to be writing in my book each of the mistakes that I can find on them related basically on speaking, such as intonation, rhythm, pronunciation, and many others that can be found. Today, I did this exercise with the people who is starting on our program, and I asked them if they can do this activity. And I have here some of their recordings, and I found some mistakes that I would like to do as a feedback. As I don't have students, and here my connection is not that good, I cannot do it like online. But I want to check it. Where? Here, there's a student. Okay. After they present everything, I will have these mistakes or problems that they had. For example, everyone, all products, all products. So then I will say like, how do you pronounce these? And they're going to say in color responses, all products. And I will say, no, you have to pay attention because A and L always is going to be all. So it's going to be all products. This is going to sound like an A. All products, all products, all products. And they will repeat. Are free how do you pronounce this part? All products are free shipping. Shipping. There's some that says shipping or tipping, but I'm going to make them clear that SH is going to sound sh. This is church. This is the correct pronunciation of this word. Shipping. Shipping. Paying special attention to the sound sh because it's SH. Short E, I, short. Shipping. And the ing ending is going to be pronounced shipping, shipping, shipping. And they're going to repeat. Now, all together, we are going to repeat this whole sentence, class. And they're going to repeat the whole sentence. All products are free shipping. All products are free shipping. And they are going to repeat in choral responses. Then I have other mistakes. Let me find it. Is that question right? How much it cost, how much it's cost, and then this is I'm going to elicit from the students what is wrong. In this case, the auxiliary verb. How much does it cost? They made a Spanish construction in which they forget the auxiliary. And we're going to emphasize that. Every time that you make questions like this, for example, that has a WH, then it's auxiliary, then the subject, then the verb. Does. Why does? And there you say, because it did. How much does it cost? How much does it cost? Also, I'm going to make them be careful that every time they make a question, they have to use this intonation. How much does it cost? How much does it cost? How much does it cost? How also, because some of them say how. How do you pronounce this word? How do you pronounce this word? And they will say how or how. Fortunately, they will say how, because I said it before. How, and they want to repeat and repeat. Okay. One of you wanted to sell this product. How do you pronounce it? And they will say eyeliner or eyeliner. And they will say like, no, it's not that. Because this is like my eyes. Eyeliner. Eyeliner. How it is? Eyeliner. They're going to answer again. At the end of the role plays, the dialogues, you mention this word. It's really important, right? How do you pronounce it, Mr. Rojas? Purchase, he would say. The U and R sound with this vowel sound. You know this vowel sound. We were studying it last year. Remember, was the long schwa, and they will remember, hopefully, and they will answer purchase. Purchase. Now that you all know the meaning and you all know the pronunciation, we're going to repeat it. Purchase. Purchase. And they're going to make the correct. What is this? This is at the end of the purchase we say that. The price, right? Then I found two mistakes that were common in all of you. You say it in Spanish. That is very bad. Total is in Spanish. In English, Here we have a diphthong, O. Total. Total. And also you have problems with number 30. I was really impressed. Thirty, 30, 30, or 30. But never 30. That is not correct. 30. Can you repeat it? 30. Total. Total. 30. 30. Total. Total. 30. 30. 35. 35. US dollars. US dollars. Dollars. Now the whole sentence. The total is 35 US dollars. The total is 35 US dollars. Another common mistake that I found is it's going to be found soon.
Of course, maybe later we can do a FaceTime call. So make sure to do a FaceTime call. So make sure the price and the distribution is more.
Okay. Okay, then we have another sentence that have some mistakes, common mistakes that you have. So we're going to be focused on the words that are very complicated for you to pronounce. We're going to do a FaceTime call. Call. The most important word in our work. Call. Have the same rule than all. So, call, all, although. You see, there is a rule. A and L is going to be all. Call, call, all, although, you see that is going to be a problem. But it's not going to be a problem anymore because you're not going to forget that every time that we have an A and an L, it sounds all. Everyone is going to answer. Okay. Check. Check. With TH, kind of. This is the correct phoneme. Which is quite different from this. Shipping, 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 check, check, shipping, check. You see the difference? This is more like shh, and this is more like shh, check. No, check. It's not correct. Check. Although it's understandable, we are always trying to do it native like a perfect English. And this word was a problem also. Distribution. Distribution, I heard. Distribution also, but it's not correct. This, three, view, although there is no I, there's going to be view, shone, with the same than this one. Although it's a T, every time that we have this T at the end, T-I-O-N, it's going to be shone. Distribution. Distribution. And then they're going to do it again. So, compendium. Call, check. Distribution. And then they're going to repeat the whole words. And now the whole sentence, class. We're going to do a FaceTime call to check the final price and distribution. We're going to do a FaceTime call and check the final price and distribution. Now all together, we're going to do a FaceTime call to check the final price and distribution. Now, all of you are going to write this in your books, in your copybooks, sorry. And we're going to do a compendium of all the words that we highlight today. All. Products. Shipping. How much does it cost? Intonation, attention. How much does it cost? Eyeliner. Purchase. Total. 30. 35. The comparison now, attention. Shipping, check. Shipping, check. And now the last sentence, we're going to do a FaceTime call to check the final price and distribution. Okay, after that I made the whole group feedback, I'm going to let them work in their own mistakes. And I'm going to be group by group giving their own mistakes one by one. Explanation for that now. Hello class. Sorry. Well class, after this this feedback, I'm going to go group by group giving your own feedback. Now you're going to check if you have one of these mistakes, and you are going to highlight them in your script, and you're going to rehearse again and do it in your groups. Meanwhile, I'm checking the others. For tomorrow, you have to submit by email a recording of this. But you have to pay attention to the mistakes that we made today that cannot be in your recordings. And then the teacher is going to go group by group. Yeah, group 1, he will sit with them and say, okay, your group was very good. You have good fluency. Miss Basten was a bit nervous, but at first, then she was confident. You have to be confident as always because you did a great job. You have to pay attention when you mention check and shipping. Make difference between the sounds ch and sh. And your group was quite good. You can re-record this and send it to me by email. And then to the other group saying, la 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 la, these were your mistakes, and encourage them to highlight mainly in their script the words in order that when they are going to do it again, they do it in a good way. That is my micro teaching. Sorry if it was a bit boring without students, but I'm here in the valley. I live with my mother and my father, but they are old and they don't know English, and I live alone. So I tried to do today the lesson online, but it wasn't possible. And the students of the first year helped me, and they give me some recordings of the activity. I give them the instructions, and they made the activity. I also give the feedback to them, and I'm going to attach to the email the recordings that they give me if you want to listen to them. And also I gave them the feedback with the same words, like all, A-liner, purchase, because that were common mistakes, especially the sound of the 30 that there was in the three groups, because I made three groups. This problem was very common, and also the ch and sh difference and distribution. They also they said words like distribution or quite similar to Spanish. So that's important to model what is okay. So that's it. Thanks for listening and for watching.